Welcome back. Oh, it's been so fucking long. It's been so long.
What up?
Oh, we are back for episode, I believe it's now 5.
4 or 5.
Whatever, man. We're back.
Rebirth.
This is the rebirth of the Problematic Podcast. Well, we're going to start with this, since you guys noticed, for our fans that we are missing one of our old hosts. We had to part ways for reasons we will not discuss. But, we wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, man.
He'll always be family, but for whatever reason, for the show, we had to move forward. Like I said, I wish him nothing but the best for him as well as his kids, because at the end of the day, he's still a single father trying to figure this thing out called life.
Everybody got their own path. Sometimes, your path don't match someone else's path, and you just got to go on your own for a little bit.
Yeah, man. It's all about loving from a distance, man. It's one of those things that he'll always be our brother, but we got to, right now, we had to separate ourselves as far as the show goes. Yeah, shout out to you. Salute, Mr. States. All right, let's get going. Let's jump right into it. So, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, we had the NBA draft.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where...
Pathetic.
It was bad. I believe the NBA messed this one up.
Man.
Because I'm deep down, I'm a low-key Nick fan. Yeah,
Same here, man. Same here.
And, the fact that Zion... Well,
he's supposed to be an MSG.
He's supposed to be in the Garden.
You're supposed to go to the Garden and bring people to the Garden.
Yeah.
Okay? They need to sell seats.
Yes.
It had to be Zion.
Yeah, it had to be Zion because they're going to draft R.J. Barrett probably or Cam, but it's not Zion.
Well, that's if Memphis don't grab him.
Yeah, that's true.
RJ,
No, well, if they get Ja, I think that's fine. If they get Ja Morant, I think that's okay.
Memphis?
No, New York. If Memphis goes all the way and goes get one R.J. Barrett or Cam, Ja Morant, New York is okay. Because they're comparing him to Russell. But, just sitting there
Westbrook?
Yeah. And I was sitting there watching the draft, right? When I seen Cleveland go, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, we're about to get this, right? And then LA, I said, he's a Knick. He's coming to Knick.
I had it in my heart weeks before that this is going to happen. Knicks are going to get number one. They let go of, Porzingis. They're in the position.
Yeah, to do it.
They need number one.
Yeah.
They need it.
And then
they get three.
They get 3. And I hope...
Slap in the face.
I hope they can get a free agent. I hope they get one of the major guys. It's going to be tough.
There's a whole bunch of talks about Kyrie
and
KD.
I think KD might be coming in here. I think he's going to leave Golden State.
I think he's going to see LeBron.
He's leaving. Ooh.
I stand by it.
Yeah, I can see that happen because he tried earlier in the year. I remember him saying, it's toxic to be around LeBron, but I think they're all friends.
Oh, they're
boys. They're all friends.
Boys.
Like
they be at the games together talking like this. So
you don't talk. You don't talk. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on under here, but that's what leads me to believe.
No, because honestly, I want to see KD. Because me and my brother talking about his legacy forever will be tarnished if he doesn't get. Because if he goes,
it already is.
But if he goes to LA and wins one, or if he goes to New York and win one, was it still a superstar? I'm okay with that because he didn't go with that team, the 72 and 18. He didn't go with that 73 and 19, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was 73 and 9.
73 and 9, right? Yeah, he didn't go with that team. But if he goes to LeBron, I don't care. If he goes to Kyrie, I don't care. But I'd rather see Kemba in New York.
Ooh.
Because I think he's a gamer. Kyrie definitely.
He's so underrated. It's not even funny.
Definitely, I think.
It was supposed to be Zion and one of these free agent stars that are coming. It's what it was supposed to be.
They have money to get 2, but I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to do something stupid and end up blowing, get a Jimmy Butler or fucking get a Klay Thompson.
They better not get Kyrie.
You don't want Kyrie anymore?
No.
Yeah.
Don't want him. One of the greatest point guards I've ever seen. He's not a team player.
He's not a team player.
I don't want him on my team.
He did not a team player, not a leader.
Not a leader, yeah. He's not. He's like, I think he just wants to be that guy all the time.
Yeah. And I think he should. Personally, I think he should go to LA.
If he's smart, if he wants some more success, take your ass back to your big
brother.
Go
back to Big Brother.
Go back to Big Bro.
I'm coming home, Big Bro. Yeah.
You know what? Let's go win some.
I'm sorry.
Let's go win some.
Yeah. Because the Lakers, even though LeBron got hurt, I think are going to compete next year because of the blow up of Golden State. You know, because the fact that Klay Thompson's not going to stay because he wants to get paid.
I think he's going to LA.
He wants that supermax. You know, they have money. Those two major markets have money.
I think Klay's going to LA, and I don't know.
Personally, I think Draymond will go somewhere and win, but go somewhere for cheap. Like I think he can go to LA for half the check.
No, I don't think all three. I don't think all three split.
You don't
I
think
think only one leaves.
I don't know. It depends. I know Draymond wants KD out. He wants that man.
He wants to beat that man up.
He wants to beat that. He wants that man out. So it's like, I don't know. Steph ain't going nowhere.
No,
Steph isn't going to sit for the rest of the
that's his team.
Yeah, that is Steph's team. Especially the way he's playing now. It looks so free.
I'm calling a sweep on Portland.
I got hope in them too in the backcourt.
Listen, in the past, Portland just they do well, and then they get to the playoffs and just change.
And
I'm surprised they made it this far.
Yeah, okay.
Because of that recent that history. But now that they're up against these guys, I mean, they seem to be playing better without KD.
Without KD, yeah.
KD goes out, Steph and Klay just start lighting, just snap.
Because it's like they can just run. It's all they want to do is run and shoot. And you know what's
this is the 73-19.
Yeah, and it's like we've been missing this.
This is like, all right, we don't have the luxury of KD because it wasn't a necessity.
Yeah. It's a luxury.
KD is just a luxury.
Yeah, it was nice.
They can damn sure get it done.
You had the portion of the driveway. That's all.
Whenever you wanted it.
Whenever you wanted it.
Felt spicy.
Yeah. You didn't want to drive the rain. You're like, let's take the Porsche out.
I seen this. I don't know if it was an interview or something. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
He was talking about the Warriors and you know, Steph and Klay, like how they're like, you know, you look at them and it's like they're the face of the whatever, and they don't seem like these. You know, they're just you know, jazzy shooters.
Yeah, they're just basketball. Yeah,
they're basketball players. They don't intimidate anybody, whatever. But Kobe was like, you know, don't get it twisted. Them guys are stone cold killers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. When them guys go out on the court and they'll fuck you up.
I think that might be the same interview with it was T-Mac, right? Church and agree with him.
I only saw a short clip of what Kobe said about
there was an interview that whether it was him or Tracy McGrady where he said, talking about James Harden, and how he said that style of basketball will never win the NBA championship.
Yeah, I didn't see the clip of it, but I was reading that Kobe was like, you know, he was always skeptical about Houston because of their style of play and Harden.
And then you look at this, and then you look at last year, they ain't win for that exact reason. It just couldn't. Harden, you can't have one guy control the rock. That's why,
man, it's too much ISO ball.
Yeah, I think that's why the Warriors look so funny. Because they're not an ISO team. I mean, they're still gonna win because they're the best backcourt in the game. But you know, it's still
that core came alive.
Yeah,
even Draymond was playing good ball.
Oh, bro, I know.
I mean, he wasn't shooting very well.
No, but he's doing what Draymond does.
Exactly.
Being in the way.
He's the glue.
But for me, I think I'm gonna say Portland. I'm gonna say Golden State 5. I believe in the backcourt.
Well, they got the next two games.
They're home. Yeah, they're home. You know what I mean? They'll be able to relax a little bit.
They only lost this last one by 3 by in the end.
Yeah, it was at the end of the game.
Iguodala.
He stole the ball from Dame.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I said don't get one.
I just think I'm still standing by the sweep.
Yeah. I mean,
they got the core that is just the best in the league.
Yeah.
And then you got, like, everyone has role players. But Golden State's role players know they're role players, and
they're okay with it.
They do what they're there to do.
Yeah. And
they won the game because of Iguodala.
Yeah.
Because he stole that rock.
He stole the ball. You see, just take
it right. Give it right to Steph.
He took it off.
He took off to his Steph.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. That's his job.
That is his job. That's crazy.
Don't go out there and do too much. Boom, you did your fucking job to the best of your ability, and give it to the point guard.
And what's dope is, like, when Iggy was in Philly, like, he was the guy.
Oh,
he was the guy. Like, he was AI after AI. So it was like
let the record state he got robbed in his dunk contest.
He did get robbed.
He won that.
He did get robbed in the dunk contest.
Anyway,
but that's not a bottle of Jack, I like to say.
Here nor there.
But I said, okay, so we got Golden State coming out, and then in the East, Milwaukee's going to sweep Toronto. They're just Galaxy's too big for Kawhi to shut down, and then those shooters. Like I was looking at the numbers today. Like 4 or 5 people off the bench had 18 points.
Wow.
You can't do that when the bench.
Kyle Lowry's trash in the playoffs.
He is trash in the playoffs.
Well, I don't understand why. Kawhi can't do it all.
Yeah. Kawhi had 30.
Kawhi won the last game against
Philly. Yeah.
I mean, I know everybody saw that.
Yeah, that joke was crazy.
You know what I mean? He had, 41 points?
Yeah, he had 41 or 40 shots. It was crazy.
Half the team's points. I think they only scored about 80-something.
And that's another thing I'm noticing, too, like with these playoffs, people playing defense. Like, the scores aren't ridiculous how they were on the regular.
Yeah.
Besides the triple
overtime. State just had the, triple overtime.
Triple overtime.
Shout out to that. You don't see that in the NBA. You don't.
Besides that game with Portland and Denver, like, that's been literally like.
I'm surprised Denver was fighting like that. I know they're young and they got some dogs. I just didn't think they were ready.
And it was crazy. Like,
in that situation.
If Golden State blows up, like we're all projecting, they're going to be the team to beat.
Who? Denver in the West is going to be the team to beat?
They're young dogs, bro. They're young dogs.
They're going to be definite contenders, but I don't know if
they were second.
I don't know if I'll give them the label of the team.
They were the second seed.
Yeah, but you know how teams just one year have, they can be shitty.
But see, I think
unless somebody surprisingly goes over there, they need one guy. I think they need one more guy.
If they do, they need a killer. You know what I'm saying?
They got the D. You know what I mean? They got the big guys.
They got Jokic, but I think they can use a superstar.
Give me a Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
In Denver.
Jimmy Butler in Denver.
Mix it up a little.
Yeah, or like Lou Williams coming off the bench.
Ooh, a 6-man.
Yeah, just you need someone else.
Tobias Harris, I think, is going to be
free agent too. Yeah. I can see that.
Get Kemba. Hey, Kemba, you've been balling. But I get you some playoffs.
I think he wants a major. I think he wants a major market. He was in Charlotte forever. Like, I think he's like, all right, Michael.
Well, maybe he's not. Maybe.
All right, Jordan. Bro, do you remember?
Maybe he just wants to win now, and he's not young.
Remember when he was in college, right? They played UConn, and in that Big East tournament.
When he won it
with the crossover.
When he snapped my man's ass. 38 pieces.
That was in the Garden.
All right, Kemba, come to New York. God damn it! I wanted Zion.
But you'll get a good young guy if they don't do something stupid. But the Knicks are going to do something stupid. I hope not. I just hope they can get a free agent. All right, let's go to music real quick. Let's switch it up.
Well, there's NBA.
That's NBA, you know. Got that out.
So, it's blah.
Yeah. All right, so Khaled just dropped an album.
DJ Khaled, after how long?
2 years? Yeah.
2 years?
Because he dropped nothing last year.
Well, he had a few singles that were whatever.
Yeah. It was the last album he dropped was the one with Wild Thoughts, so that was 2 years ago.
Oh wow!
And I got the keys, so that was definitely
That was what's
17. So Khaled dropped it. Was it Father of Assad?
Father of Assad.
Father of Assad. When he had great features, he had a couple solid songs. You know, a couple bops. My favorite song on that album so far, I mean, was definitely what was it called? It was the Meek Little Baby, and then the boys singing Spanish. I can't think. Stay. That song was
Stay or something like that.
Yeah,
That's the best. That might be the best one on there. Oh, and Jeremiah.
Yeah, yes.
Listen to Jeremiah. I don't know where you've been at, Jeremiah, but you made that song.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away from the other guys on there because they all killed it.
Yeah.
But the chorus.
Yeah.
The flow, the vibe, Jeremiah. That's what he does, though.
That's what he does. And you know what's crazy to me?
He just comes out every once in a while
and just sings something. But that's
anthems,
like Chris Brown, though. Chris Brown's a whole cheat code. Because that's going to be even though
the one with Chris Brown, club banger.
It's a cheat code. Like, he just...
Club banger. Okay? All you have to do is say Chris Brown.
Yeah, and it takes off. Because Sean killed it. Wayne killed it.
Yeah.
Chris Brown did his thing.
Hey, listen, when you get motherfucking Wayne and Chris Breezy on the same track.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it takes you back. It takes you back.
It does.
That's
where it took me. That's where it took me.
Back.
You think about all the classic, these hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal.
I think that was an anthem for like 2 years. Yeah. That held the summer down for 2 summers.
For 2 summers.
It felt like it at least.
It did. And
so, damn.
That was a hit.
There's a serious club.
Yeah,
he's got 2 on it that are just ridiculous club bangers.
So, and another thing too, while you're looking, I'm guessing you're looking at the track list. Someone said that one time that Chris Brown is like the adobo of music industry. No matter what you put him on, it's going to work.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, because Chris is different, bro. Like he's one of the greats.
He's a god.
He's one of the greats.
He's a god.
Even though he had his issue back in the day, we're not going to discuss because I don't want to talk about my man's dirt again. He grew up, but he's still one
beat the shit out of Rihanna.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know what I mean? It's the whole domestic violence, man. We don't want to go in there.
I would too, because that thing got to be crazy.
But
he's not that type of guy. I'm not that type of guy.
I'm not that type of guy. But
something
along that lines, yeah. Well, if you want to dig in the old domestic violence bag, I think it's
the domestic violence bag. Open it up real quick.
This is one thing about domestic violence. There's always 2 sides of the story.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, did you ever see that documentary about?
Yeah, and he talked about it or whatever, and it was like,
you could tell it was both sides.
Yeah, you could tell because she hit him first.
She was fucking him up,
trash, and he hit her with that's enough.
Wherever she's from, they get busy.
Yeah, because every guy has given a girl that's enough. You got one more.
Yeah, and said girl, goes 3 levels above.
Yeah, you have one more. That's enough. I'm tired now.
Yeah.
So it's just like I get it, but you should never put your hands on anyone.
Never.
Cause you can even look back in the way the NFL is moving right now with Kareem Hunt.
Oh yeah.
He's finally
guys are getting crucified just for even allegedly
doing something. He had the video, but
whether it's a girl, a kid, any type of domestic abuse.
Yeah, because and it's not even that. I'm always about what was said because every female out there, I'm looking in the camera directly. You guys know that button. You know that button's gonna take that man over the edge, and you push it. And then
repeatedly,
when you push it, and then you laugh. Every button is different. Every guy has a different button, but you push it. We got to change that narrative because it's always getting us jammed up.
Well, thing is, court don't care about what was said.
Court never does. Court never cares.
Yeah, she might have said this or he might have said this, but at the end of the day, here's the bruises, here's the scratches, here's the whatever.
Yeah.
Let's close that domestic.
Let's close that to another day.
We'll come back to that another episode.
So anyway,
Chris Brown.
Let's go with Chris Brown. I'm gonna go back to Khaled real quick. Let's go back to the album as a whole. So where does Khaled rank as far as the brand? Because I think the brand is Khaled. Because I think I want to say DJs,
producers.
Yeah, because
he's a producer.
He's a producer, but he's a brand. DJ Khaled is a brand. So you look at Wu-Tang.
He's up there. He's up there with the Swiss Beats.
Yeah. The Swiss Beats.
The Timberland.
Okay.
Who else we got up
so
there?
You got
because I think he's above DJ Mustard.
Yeah, because Mustard ain't got no time in this game to say that. But
but because how you said, those guys aren't necessarily a brand.
Yeah.
They're popping producers.
Let's leave it with those three right now, right? Khaled, Timberland, and Swiss. As far as the impact,
there's gotta be somebody else.
But they're
okay. Khaled, Timberland, Swiss.
Let's leave it there for right now because we can go deep.
Because they're kind of each in their own era though.
Yeah,
so it's hard.
Because you got to think about Swiss. Swiss gave us DMX. Swiss gave us X and what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean when you here's what puts you above, which all three have, is those classic beats.
Yeah, the classic beats.
Like, you know what Swiss
Timberland.
You know what Swiss.
Yeah, you know what Khaled.
And you see, they obviously got all their own ad libs or whatever. Yeah. But you can play songs from the '90s where you're just like, oh, Timberland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, what Timberland did
was who he brought into the.
I feel like he was like the first of this kind of producer.
Yeah.
So he's like bigger than just a producer. I just make beats. Like this guy was making hits. This guy was like, out there. He was in the videos.
Mm-hmm.
He was more out there as a producer than maybe
like
previous producers.
Like
they were just doing.
There were points where you can say Timbaland was bigger than the artist on the song. Yeah, I mean and I think that's why
the ability to put lesser artists on and shit like that. Like here's this guy, here's this girl.
He gave us Aaliyah.
Woo! That Aaliyah track.
He gave us Missy.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean
the Missy Elliott era.
Yes, yeah.
That was one of the best.
That was a good time, bro.
I don't give a fuck who you were.
You bumped Missy.
You bumped Missy. If you didn't bump Missy, when Missy came on,
you listen.
you know what I mean? You didn't skip it.
Yeah. You let it rock.
You started moving.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, Missy Elliott, Timbaland.
I'm saying, and then you got like, then you not even that, he brought Justin Timberlake. He made him an individual, and then we accepted Timberlake as one of our guys.
When he moved from the old boy band.
Yeah, from the boy band to come to one of us, come to the R&B game. Which I think
solo artist. He got with that. What was the name of that crazy one? It's got that crazy beat.
Yeah. That one?
Yeah.
I can see it harder, man. Yeah.
I don't want to, but I can.
Yeah.
Girl, something like that. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about.
So what else was I gonna say? I thought about Swiss. He gave us Eve.
Woo!
He gave us Rough Riders Room. He was part. He worked with the Locks. I mean, with Jada and them.
Cassidy in his prime.
He had Cass in his prime. Even being from Lancaster, it's like Philly was like our outlet.
Yeah.
So you had the Meeks, you had the Cass.
It's like, Cass got with Swizz.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rap.
Freeway. Yeah, I mean those are our guys, bro. The Young Gunners.
Whenever he got up with Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Swiss. And then you got
Swizzy was on that a lot. Swizzy, he brought out crazy heads like that, but he was everywhere.
He was still, and once again,
he was that dude.
Yes, he was
the Timbaland of his era.
Yeah, definitely.
All his little ad libs,
It was but a Timbaland beat too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not Timbaland, a Swiss beat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't put those guys in the same category.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue whatever because they're in their own era.
Yeah.
But you can put them in the same category because of the, classic. Like,
yes.
As soon as you heard him say one word, I knew what that is.
Yes. Yeah.
This sound like a Swizzy beat.
Showtime. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, bro.
You know.
Yeah, bro.
You knew the Timbaland beats. You know what I mean?
So then you look at like a Khaled now. It's like he's really
DJ Khaled is like that, but I feel like he also brought something different.
Yeah, he brought the because what I liked about Khaled,
he talk about hits.
His ability to bring people together. I think that was one thing the other guys sort of
the crazy collabs. Like let's throw five artists on one song. Like,
5 different.
I don't think Swizzy and Timbaland were doing that.
No, I don't think they were doing that.
They brought their people
together. They had their people, but they don't think they brought.
Khaled was just like it's a party.
Yeah,
like we lit.
And I remember watching an interview with Khaled. He was just like, "Yo, I call you. I'm going to keep calling you until you get on this track." Yeah. Like he was very persistent, and Khaled gave us Terror Squad. Yeah, I mean, he had beats with Fat Joe now. Remy, he released all that. So it's just like, so that's a whole era.
Those are ones that people don't even think about. As soon as they hear Khaled, they think of after.
Yeah.
After Terror
But that's it. I mean, that was always his man. It's like Big Pun, even though they didn't work with Big Pun.
Yeah.
Like but that was his man.
That was his people.
That was his people. Because Fat Joe, that was his guy. So then, like, we're in a very interesting era in music to where, like, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, like you can.
There's so much diversity in this album.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of diversity.
I mean, you're going from 21 Savage, Post Malone, Travis Scott, Beyonce. I mean, that song been out for a little bit.
Yeah, but
Justin Bieber also has been out for a little bit. That I'm the One.
Yeah.
Then you got your reggae dance hall guys, Buju Banton,
a
dance hall god.
That High Mountain joint, I let that rock. I said, I'm feeling that.
The intro. Yeah. I follow him on Instagram, and he had like a little clip of it, and he was, it's like my intros are always personal and mean a lot to me.
Yeah, because I guess in that Miami,
living
in Miami,
like,
that's
all that.
That's all down there.
And me, I'm a dancehall reggae fan already, so I hear anything like that, I'm like, all right, yeah, we in there. But if you know anything about reggae and dancehall and the dude Buju Banton, I mean, he's a goat in that genre.
Well, see, what I found interesting about Khaled though, like he did give us those singles last year, like early last year too, like, but he was quiet.
Yeah, no, he's been silent for a long time. Quiet. He would throw a little something down, whatever. But he knew that wasn't enough.
Yeah, especially after last year being the best, I think one of the best.
Last year was a very good year for music without Khaled.
Yes, without Khaled. Without Khaled, Joe was probably one of the best years of music. So it's like, now we're at the point now, it's like, what is going on? And I got always
I mean, in the last couple of months, me and him been talking all the time, like, yo, like, I'm always on every Friday.
Yeah, just checking.
Like, what's coming out, who's out. But it's like, we got something here and there, but like hip hop been dry lately.
Been very dry. Very, very dry.
Dry. And I'm not saying, ain't nothing coming out, you know what I mean?
But it's just
Logic
like,
just dropped a little something, like, lesser guys like that.
Yeah,
single here and there.
Yeah, see, me a lot, like, Logic goes in that group that I don't really discuss. He's in another group. You know what I mean?
I want to point out, I saw...
You seen it?
You posted something.
You see, I snuck that one out there, huh?
For those of you guys that don't know, probably should have said this at the beginning, but during our little live action recording break, we've really been pushing social media.
Yeah.
Through Instagram and Facebook, we're supplying memes and we're just trying to we just try to do our best to stay relevant to you guys and keep
pushing our content. Yeah.
And just let you know we are still here. But I posted something that had Joyner Lucas,
ha.
Logic.
Logic go in the middle. Yeah, he sat in the middle.
And fucking Eminem.
Yes.
And the meme read,
Just because you rap fast doesn't mean you're a good rapper.
Just because you rap fast doesn't make you a good rapper.
And
I agree with the statement.
Okay.
But those three dudes got bars.
They got bars, that's cool, but
that makes them seem that meme makes it seem like, oh, these guys are whack.
But see, for me, like, can I defend my statement? So first of all, this is one of my favorite statements I made. Joyner Lucas, right? As good as he is, 'cause I think he's a good rapper.
B-list.
He's a B-list guy, maybe even C. Okay.
C plus.
What he is like what Reed Dallas would be if he had the internet. What Gilly the Kid would have been back in the day if he had the internet. It's like, okay, I can
Reed
rap.
Never rap like that.
I can rap. Listen, I can rap, but I'm never going to make a great song. I got bars. Don't get me. I got bars.
You hear a song with him and Chris Brown?
But I'm never going to make a good song.
That's a great song.
Skip. Sorry,
do not skip.
He put a dope on and missed.
No.
And missed. Okay, and Logic, what Logic does, he doesn't really want us to listen to his music. It's not for his rap music isn't for us.
For who's us?
The black and brown community. Yeah, I mean,
he's half black.
He panders. But listen, think about all.
Did you know he was half black, half
white?
I knew
he was half black. He likes to let everybody know he's half black, half white. He likes to say the word nigga a couple times. I get that. But what I think, how often does he do black media? Like, there's very rare he does black interviews.
It's the same often he does any media.
Logic is on. He's going to give us Elvis Duran before he gives us the Breakfast Club. That's no bueno. And then he got.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? First of all, in one of his tracks on his album, it was called "Coming Directly at Charlamagne and God." You know what I mean? On the Breakfast Club, and he pretty much said that I never did the Breakfast Club because of him. And then he also said within the same bar that I'm not a homo. He always said I'm a homophobic. I'm not homophobic. I'll suck his dick to prove it. Pause. Yeah, I mean, that's not for us.
Oh man.
So and then
I don't know. Did you?
And then
song with
and then we have the last guy. You know, and I am adamant about this statement right here.
Homicide.
I'm back here.
Logic and Eminem together.
Here. I'm here with you.
Yes, they rap fast. They have so many bars.
Eminem is one of the most overrated rappers of all time. He's good because he's white. He's good because he has bars. But please, 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 I would like you to listen to an entire Eminem album from top to bottom without like, all right, this song is trash. You know what I mean? Hibbity bibbity boo bow. Skibidi skibidi scoobow. Bar. We won't call that bars. You know, and I stand by that statement.
Rap for dummies.
That's Eminem. You know what I mean? Rap for dummies.
No, that's what you listen to.
I do.
That's what you listen to.
I listen to everything.
A lot of what Eminem says.
Does he think it goes over my head?
Yeah.
It doesn't. I hear the bars, but I'm like,
no, you don't hear the bars because there's bars inside his bars.
Yeah, I don't need to listen to him.
There's bars. He spits Inception.
He's a great feature artist. Great.
What?
Great feature artist.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
That's
true. I agree with that. But I know you're saying that
Eminem
to say he's not a great solo artist.
He got Eminem on the joint. I know his verse about to kill him. He don't blow thing out the water. But a full Eminem track,
Recovery. It's one of the greatest albums ever made.
Isn't that the one with Not Afraid? Isn't that on that one?
Man.
Isn't that the one with that one?
Listen to me.
And he has that John with Rihanna too on that one.
Listen to me.
Oh, that's the same song. I'm speaking song. Right? Is that album?
Who sold the most records?
The three of them? Eminem.
It's not even competition with you listen to. You know who sold the most records last year?
Of course.
Everyone.
Yeah, because everyone was like, oh, it's an Eminem.
Because what?
It's an Eminem. Because Machine Gun Kelly's murdered him.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
we're not even going to go there.
I'm not going to go there. That was last year. Last year's energy.
Eminem is the GOAT. You can't even throw the word white in there. Not because he's white. Not because you're mad.
He's not in my top 5.
Because
he's not in my top 10.
The head of the rap game belongs to a white man. Alright? The head of rap, black culture,
the old white devil, huh?
Type of music.
The old white devil, huh?
Belongs to a white man. And that's alright.
That's okay. Okay.
We won't get that far into it.
Moving along, right? Moving along. So, the other day I don't know what I was doing. It just came across my timeline like everything always does. Disney actually bought Hulu.
Disney bought Hulu.
So basically what it is, Disney now creating, if you guys notice, you watch Netflix and you watch Hulu, whatever, prior, they're actually pulling all of their content off of Netflix? Off of Netflix, they're pulling off of Netflix.
I've seen that's been going on because they took like all the
Marvel
stuff.
Yeah. So they're doing that because.
But there's still some Marvel stuff on there.
Yeah.
You can go on Netflix right now and watch Infinity War.
Yeah. Well, but I think that's because it was such a major movie. It's like they don't want to lose money that way. But they're pulling all of the smaller stuff off because they're going to have their own streaming service. So Disney's going to have their own thing where it's Netflix.
Any Marvel, fucking Daredevil.
Yeah. All the Disney movies, all the Pixar movies. I think that's still Disney, right? Pixar's still Disney, or Pixar's still Pixar. I think that's still Disney. I never really know what Pixar stands in the game, but anyway, so they're doing that. So basically, Pixar's Pixar, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Pixar's Pixar.
Yeah, they got their own.
Yeah. So basically, Disney decided to. They bought Hulu, and I think that's because they needed to take over one of those major guys. And the thing about that was they bought it for $5.8 billion.
Bought Hulu.
Hulu for $5.8.
I like Hulu. I recently got Hulu a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Only to watch Rick and Morty.
Okay.
And I don't regret it. Because now I'm watching like the newer episodes of Family Guy.
Yeah.
They used to be really hard on Family. I used to go hard with Family Guy.
Yeah.
Stop watching TV in general. Or like that.
what's always dope about those Adult Swim TV shows, like, is like
they better keep that.
You can play in the background. I'm sure they will.
They gotta keep
They
that.
gotta keep it. I don't see why not.
For people like me that got Hulu simply to watch Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. But anyway,
I watch nothing on Hulu except for
Rick and Morty
and Family Guy. And I'm not afraid to admit I watched The Voice on there.
There's a voice. You're a voice guy, really?
I like The Voice.
I've never partaken in The Voice. Interesting.
I love The Voice.
Yeah, we all got our own vices.
The blind auditions excite me.
So
I like people who can sing. Like,
yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like I like watching people sing who got pipes.
yeah, it's definitely nice to see someone who
And
can
it's
sing.
cool when you see people, it's like how they do it is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the chairs.
Yeah.
Blind auditions is the best part.
To The Voice. You know what I mean? I don't know Hulu. I was always anti-Hulu. You know
I watched it like even when it was on
on
cable,
TV,
when I could at least, but when you have Hulu,
you watch
you
everything.
don't have to miss a second.
Well, see,
It just comes out like a week later.
my stream game right now.
A day later or something.
I'm in my HBO Showtime bag. I mean, I'll go into that.
Where do you get that at? What kind of?
It's just a regular app. So HBO is a
So it's the HBO app.
HBO app. Yeah,
You pay for it.
And I pay for it. Yeah, I pay $12,
I don't have any of that. I don't have that. I just have Hulu and Netflix.
And then Showtime is also an app too. I don't want to feel like I'm not going to deal with my cable because that's going to die. But basically, what I'm saying is, I think we need to start paying attention to our money being thrown around by the big guys because eventually, because I remember that same day I said that to you about the Hulu, I was also talking about golf. And for whatever reason, on my Facebook, I didn't even tape anyone golf, a freaking golf club ad pops up. So it's like those algorithms and things like that, they're listening and they see everything we do to eventually where you're going to be able to do everything from inside your house. You never have to walk out, you never have to leave. Like, that's why I said, like, when I said about when I went to Whole Foods for whatever reason the one time, because I was feeling spicy. I was like,
tax season just came around.
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling spicy. I was up. Yeah, I mean, so, and the dude was like, "Would you like to put your food on your Amazon Prime account?" I was like, "Absolutely not." Yeah, I mean, that's too much for me. There's still things I need to do. I need to come outside and do. I need to pay the old school way with cash, and like with DoorDash and Uber Eats and things like that. I think that's also killing the society because now it's like I can go to Texas Roadhouse and never have to leave my house. So that's against the point. And against society as a whole, we need to pay attention to what's going on because the money is moving around funny to where we're going to eventually be locked inside our house. We're not even going to realize it. Like Amazon literally can think about it. Because I said this to you, because of Amazon, Walmart will eventually die. You know what I mean? And then also,
disagree.
You think people still want to go to big box stores? I don't think so, bro.
Walmart? I don't know, man.
Listen, you can literally...
You ever seen that episode of South Park? About the Walmart? Walmart is a living, breathing thing.
Walmart is a living, breathing thing. But I just think, like, eventually, because in 5 years, the way we live is going to be completely different. That's why I think it's important that even though a lot of people...
Somebody probably said that 5 years ago.
Yeah, probably. You know what I mean?
We're not that far out.
We're not... Bro.
As far as what we're talking
Bro, Giant, let's keep it local. Giant literally shut down probably one of the bigger stores for the local community.
Fruitville Pike.
They also shut down Fruitville Pike, but they also shut down Reservoir. And why? Because they wanted to make it a online store. So I don't leave my house to get my groceries. But you said something to me the other day. You said if I want to, I want to go to get
you want some fresh cut deli meats?
Fresh cut delis.
Fresh cut cheese?
Yeah.
Can't order that online.
I mean, you can, or.
But is it fresh when you get it?
I bet you if you just say I want some fresh cut deli, you might have to wait. They're probably going to send you the algorithm where you get your own meat slicer. It's extra, but I'm just saying that.
Get your own meat slicer, then what? Then you gotta get your own meats and all that. Like, it's nah.
I'm telling you, like
that's extra, bro.
It's extra, yes.
No way.
And I'm just telling you, there's like a way, like big business is eventually going to take over the world. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know if
some people are just stupid.
I don't know if you peep.
The giant on Fruitville Pike. The giant on Fruitville Pike.
I don't know.
You know what they made that shit?
Was it a Hobby Lobby?
A Hobby Lobby. Right? You have a main fucking road, Fruitville Pike.
Yeah.
Look, for those of you who know Fruitville Pike, for those of you who don't, it's a main fucking road that's got shopping centers out the ass, right? Whatever the hell you need, you can find it on Fruitville Pike.
Yeah.
Right? There's a big ass grocery store giant on there. It was. And they took it out and put a Hobby Lobby in there.
But see, I think that was. But think about that. Think about a little bit down the road in Belmont, you have Whole Foods. Right?
Yeah, I get why, because they're trying to get people
And
to
then
go
you
to
have
Whole Foods.
the
Walmart was
across
in the
street.
same. The
Walmart's right
was
there.
In the same plaza.
Yeah, and you have the Y's across the street.
Down the road.
Yeah, you have giant over Lidditz Pike on Lidditz Pike. And then you put a fucking Wegmans in.
Yeah, but I mean, Fruitville Pike, at the end of Fruitville Pike, is a bunch of housing.
And there's nothing. Yeah, you get to that point.
After you pass all the shopping centers, that's nothing but houses.
Yeah.
So you go right down the motherfucking road, and now you got to do extra shit.
Yeah.
Or go, to Whole Foods and spend more money or whatever.
Way more money. Yeah.
So sometimes people just do dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
You take a giant out and put a Hobby Lobby in.
It's very
forcing
true.
people to travel more, forcing people to pay more. Yeah.
So, alright, let's switch gears up a little bit. This is a spicy comment. I mean, this happened last week. This is spicy. But this is something I definitely want to talk about on the pod. So, Ayesha Curry. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
Ayesha Curry is who?
Ayesha Curry is the wife of Steph Curry. A wife of Steph Curry, who is the point guard of the Golden State Warriors. For those who don't know, he's one of the light skinned gods. So basically, what she said on the Red Table Talk, with Jada Pinkett Smith, her daughter Willow, and her mother, I'm not sure what her name is, basically saying, I didn't watch the whole interview, I just watched the clip because that's who I am. It's all about clickbait. That she wonders why Steph has so many groupies, and she's always curious of why no guys are interested in her anymore. Like, why don't no one reach out to her? And to me, that's insane. That's fucking insane, because not only you have everything you want, you have a family, your husband has a great job, you don't have to work if you want to. You have your own cooking show because of who your husband is. Because I don't think if your husband wasn't who he was, no one would care about your cooking.
He's literally one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
He's not just an NBA player. Like, he's one of the best.
And then not even he's a God-fearing man, But on top of all that, like, when you look at Steph, he is in love. Like, you can see, like, he's happy when he walks home. He's happy when he sees his kids, happy when he sees his wife. But she still wants attention from other guys. I find that insane. Like, what? He has everything.
I find that disrespectful.
Like, he has everything she could ever ask for, but it's still not enough. Like,
wondering why she doesn't get other male attention.
My question to you is, when is enough, bro? Like, what is that? How, like, what are we supposed to do if Ayesha Curry, her husband, shoots from 40 and every man in the world respects him, that they're not going to do anything disrespectful to his wife? I believe people still shooting shots at Beyonce, even though hoes are.
No way.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
No way.
No way. Nah, not Jay. Not Jay. Kim Kardashian, these haven't getting shots. She gave me dick pics in the inbox. But not Ayesha Curry. One of the jokes I seen, it was very funny, cracked me up. But it was just like, you don't want to deal with somebody who gets a shape up every week. We will ruin your life.
So that.
I mean, you got a wide face and no hips.
She shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Especially with the kind of platform she has. Like, whatever you say just gets.
Yeah, it gets.
They just fucking.
It blows up. I should say
blow it up.
Yeah.
10 times more.
See, but my thing is though.
Somebody out there probably said that shit, but
It's some normal chick process. Yeah. No, but
that you said with who you are, who you're married to, and the whole your whole situation.
Yeah. But see, my thing is though, I'm gonna side with her for a second. Which I don't really know why I'm doing this, but she right away out of college, like she was married, had kids. She never really had that hoe phase. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's where she's like, am I still pretty? Like, is my husband's, is it still enough for him saying that? Like, and I think like that is a lot of times where you see situations where
there's gotta be some, even though people have everything that they want sometimes, you can still be self-conscious, you know, about yourself or whatever. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just self-conscious, like I don't know why other people don't try to holler at me. It just
almost like she needs like a little like a stamp of approval almost.
I guess I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't think
that's a pretty sticky situation. Cause like, yeah, I kind of get it, you know what I mean? But you really shouldn't just come out and say shit like that when you have
you can literally get
a husband, kids, and you're that blessed. You just think maybe you just speak about that in private.
Yeah. But see, I don't even know.
Now you just put it on a whole other scale because it's like.
Because then, like, and I think personally, I think that's going to, even though Steph is fine playing ball, I mean, they're fine right now on paper, he's always going to have those doubts in his mind, like, why is my love not good enough?
Yeah, that probably fucked him up. Probably fucked him up big time.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why are you worried about
other men?
Yeah. On the dude side, it's like, why are you saying that? Why are you worried about other men hollering at you?
Yeah. Am I not enough? Yeah, I mean, that's
like I give you everything. Look at you, like, you know what I mean?
So I think that's another reason why, like, women that don't have it, that they're all still the same no matter what you have. There's always that doubt, which sucks for a good dude.
It's normal, and you know.
I guess it is normal, but I don't like the normality.
Maybe not normal, but understandable to a certain extent.
Yeah, I guess.
When you kind of have everything and whatever, you just kind of skip the simpler parts of life. Little shit like that, but you just definitely shouldn't just come out start saying shit like that, and it's like you know, whatever you say is just gonna get
but it's definitely get blown up.
It's just gonna get blown up.
But I think what that
you have to know how to talk to the media and what to say and what not to say.
Yeah, you can. I think you can talk.
Keep that shit to yourself.
You can even talk in private
or something
with directly. You can if you think you need advice from them. I think you can talk in private with that, but you don't do that to where you're now embarrassing not only him, yourself, but also the family, everybody involved. You know, and that's
it makes
tough.
people question your character.
Yeah.
When you come out and say things like that. I mean, keep it to yourself, or if you really need to get it out and you can't figure it out on your own, talk to your personal fucking life coach or therapist or whatever. But you just can't come out and put it out there for the whole world. You just, if there's any type of problems in your home or relationship, even your own mind, the worst thing you can do is just put it out for everybody to fucking see and talk about and make fun of.
Definitely.
I mean, as soon as it happened, it was nothing but mean.
Mean.
That's what the fuck it is these days. Something serious can happen, and there's always gonna be some type of nut ass joke about it.
And you know it's crazy. I feel bad for Steph.
Don't draw attention to yourself like that.
Yeah.
Especially when there's so much attention on Steph. You know, as it is, being a ball player, being in the motherfucking playoffs. This might have been the worst time.
Yes.
To come say something.
Yes, because if you
never a good time for something like that, but this could maybe be the worst time.
Game 6, game 6, 7. I don't know whatever game it was, where he didn't have anything in the first half. Any points in 0 in the first, and that was literally right after the first game after what she said.
I'm pretty sure that was game 7. I think that was game 7.
Game 7, right? Like he went off, but it was just like little things like that. Even though on the surface, a man's gonna be strong, he gonna fuck that is what she said. What she said. That's just going to eat him up inside. He's going to be questioning who he is.
Just weighs on you.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, what else can I do to make her happy? Because like I said, when you look at Steph, you can tell he's happy where he is. Yeah. And then I don't see their relationship.
That shit probably caught him way off guard. Like,
what? Yeah. And he's probably a practice.
Somebody brought it to him like, yo, did you see this?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Call her real quick.
Yeah, cussed her out. You mean
you gonna do this shit right now?
Yeah.
You gonna do this shit right now? Really?
Bro. He probably, and that was it. Because she kept calling back. I'm sorry. She kept trying to apologize. He said, nah. He didn't respond until he got home.
When I get home.
Threw the old gym bag down and went down to the cave for a little bit. He had to figure that shit out, man. It's just like, I think one of the most important things as far as a relationship goes, communication. You gotta talk. If you ever feel like
I don't fault her for feeling a way,
definitely,
and wanting to get it out, but you did it the worst way possible.
Bring that directly up with Steph, even though it might
make the worst way possible.
Make everybody feel uncomfortable. Talk about it.
Yeah, man. It's the worst way you could have did some shit like that.
Definitely.
Worst way, worst time. It's no good.
So
hopefully they figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think they'll figure it out. I think they'll be alright.
Hopefully.
It'll die down and whatever, but
yeah, I don't know.
Big hiccup there.
So what we want, if we can go into it, we can dig into the bag if we want to. We got another bottle of beer.
Look at that.
Alright, cool. So basically, now if you guys see, this is more recent. Alabama, this is the second state, passed a law about banning abortions. And how wrong it is. It's a very touchy subject for a lot of people.
So it's illegal to have an abortion in Alabama.
Correct. And if a doctor is caught doing it, you can get 99 years in prison, up to 99 years in prison.
Damn.
So my thing is, and I found it really interesting. 25 men were on the board voting for these abortions.
Yeah.
So
I believe they said some weird shit about it.
So my thing is, why? First of all, why are all those men? Why do we care? I mean, I'm not against. I'm for the woman's choice. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you cannot bring a child in this world, you're uncomfortable, you don't like who your partner is, then get rid of it. And I mean, it is technically killing a child almost, but you got to think about when the child is out, and that's 10 times stressful than when the child isn't even here yet. So I think it should never be someone else's choice on whether or not you should have a child. But you can even, let's say you were sexually abused, and now they're saying in Alabama you got to keep it. Yeah, I mean, you're stuck with that. Every time you see that child, even though you'll love that child, you're stuck with that thought of this is what happened. And this is why I'm pregnant and I'm stuck with this child. I think we got to do a lot better as a society saying, this is not right. This is an old Catholic rule, old world. It's against, I can see why they're against it. But now in 2019, we have to give these women these choices whether or not they want to keep this child or not. And if you keep a child, you got to be there. You will give it up for adoption because there's someone out there who cannot have children, and they will take care of the child. If you plan on being in this world, if you plan to have a child, please prepare to take care of that kid.
Yeah.
It's sticky. I know it's a sticky one. Yeah.
I don't know. I have mixed emotions about it. But I definitely don't believe in just
mixing abortions just in it.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound right.
What?
I thought of an abortion.
Yeah.
But I guess you can't really force anyone.
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to
make that decision.
Have the option because of how America is set up.
Yeah.
It's an ugly freedom that we
Yeah, definitely.
So I can't say yes or no or this and that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't, this subject is not black and white.
Yeah. So there's so many.
There's so many factors that can really go into it. You know what I mean?
And I don't. And
nobody knows everybody's reason.
Yeah, why they would want to do it.
You know,
because
when you think about the whole abuse and rape and all that, then you can, like, you know what, whatever. But if someone just does it just to, you know.
So do you believe, like, is there such thing as a mistake? Or you knew going into what is going to happen? Like, you should already have like, you could, at the end of the day, you don't wear a condom, you could, or she don't birth control, you could have a child, and you're stuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. No one thinks about it.
Yeah.
In the moment, but you know damn well. You don't think about it in a moment, but you know, a couple weeks later, shorty's like, you know, oh, I'm pregnant. I mean, you can be surprised, but don't be that surprised.
Don't be like,
you can be like,
me?
oh shit, what?
Yeah.
But then you're gonna be like, you know, I did.
And I know it didn't pull out.
I did do that.
Yeah.
You know, I did do that.
I know it didn't pull out. You know what I mean?
Or I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Basically, you know what you did.
Yeah. You knew what you walked into. And that's all.
You knew what you did.
And that's all. It's
you
funny
get that
too,
surprise call.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. Bye. What the hell? Nah, no way. Like.
Yeah,
you can do all that, but at the end of the day, like I said, you know what you did. You know what you did, and don't act that surprised.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you know, you knew it was possible.
So do you think that it's both parties' decision on what happens next, or is it her decision? Because she's the one who has to carry it and do everything as far as being housing the baby, for lack of a better term. Is it a conversation? The conversation needs to be had. Like, there needs to be. You need to sit down. Okay, so we're going to do this or not. But then at the end of the day, I still think it's her decision.
That's another sticky one. That's got a lot of layers, man. It's got a lot of layers because, like, if their families together and they plan on being together and whatever. You know, you can both agree on something.
Yeah.
But boom, then you start fucking throwing in scenarios and shit. I mean, what if there's two people that they're just friends with benefits?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just whatever.
There was no intention of a relationship.
One night stand.
Yeah.
Or, something, anything like that. You know, the guy could be like, no, I can't do that. You gotta have an abortion. Girl's like, oh nah. I can't do that. Or vice versa. Girl don't want it. The guy's like, nah, what do you mean you can't do that?
It's always messy, bro. That's tough.
That's just another one.
That's tough too, because like
it's hard to make rules or laws on situations that are
serious,
extremely this serious, and that have so many variables.
Yeah. And I don't
look at it in so many aspects. How can you just make one strict rule on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't like
boom, it's banned. Boom, it's not. You have to do this. You have to do this. I just feel like it's not that simple for lawmakers to just be like yes or no.
And I think, granted, everyone has them, like in all ranges, but all financial states. But I think a lot of that ban directly affects our community. Because I think we tend to make those mistakes more than the upper echelon, if you will. And I think that for that reason, it's like it's another way for them to control how we are. And
maybe there should be some type of screening, some type of background check
before an abortion.
For like, okay, if you want to have an abortion, because now you can be like, I want an abortion, set it up, do it.
Yeah, as long as you got the money, you can do it. Yeah.
What if? This just now came to me. It's whatever.
Yeah.
We're just spitballing.
Yeah, but
so it's like, okay, all right, you want to have an abortion, you know, and they give you a whole check. They see like what you're like, how you living, you know, whatever. Just like a whole, like kind of like a background check to see. And that's, I don't want to start comparing it to material things, but like maybe think about it as like a credit check, like just for lack of a better term. I don't want to make it seem because a life is way more serious.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But just because I don't really know how to explain it, but like almost a credit check, like
can you afford to have a child?
Can you afford to have a child? What's your situation? I don't know.
Yeah, and
something like that maybe could be.
But that's only
somewhat of an alternative.
Only if you're in that gray area where I may want.
Like you almost have to like apply for an abortion.
Okay. Now there was another state. I'm not sure which one.
For lack of a better term, again, like, I really don't know how to say it without making it seem like it's a lesser.
Next week. I'm definitely going to have this. I'm going to have this name of the state. But there was another state that said. Abortions after 6 weeks are illegal.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So it's like
a certain thing that you can't, if it's developed a certain way, then you can't just be like.
And I think that's insane too, because
now you can have abortions when the baby's fully developed.
Yeah.
Like literally, like there's a body.
Yeah. And I
not just a small fetus or anything like that. Like it's like.
You can have a human. I remember
there's abortions where like I'm pretty sure like the baby can almost technically be born.
Yeah. Well, you remember that? Remember in high school when that lady came in, the lady that was aborted. I just remember when she was talking, and I was just like, "This is insane." You remember her? The assembly back in Lancaster Catholic. Back in Lancaster Catholic, which I don't understand why they do this, because obviously the Catholics going against everything in the world, but
Whoa,
spicy, but then basically they had someone who was aborted, but then survived that process. She came in, she was just extreme, just very messed up. She told the story, and now as an adult, I wish I could respect her story more. But I just remember when I was a kid, I thought it was funny, like just the way she was talking and everything, because I didn't know better. Like. When I was in high school, you don't know better. You're trying to figure this thing out. I mean, it's just like, I could only imagine having that conversation about wanting to abort my kids. That's why both my kids were a blessing, almost. Like I would say to have my kids.
Yeah, definitely different when you have your own kids already.
Yeah, definitely different. But those,
like I probably had a different view on it before I had kids than what I do now.
Yeah. It was special. Oh man, that was a very dark conversation. We went very deep.
I don't even like talking about it.
That was very deep. So there's another thing. Aside, but let's switch it up a little bit. So the other day I was picking my son up from school, and it was my baby mom's day. She was supposed to pick her up, but for whatever reason she got to work late, which is no big deal. So I went to go pick up my son, and my daughter was with me, so I had to do the exchange in the parking lot. So where I parked, right next to me was a handicap spot, right? And I knew there was a lady, I haven't seen her in a while, but I knew there was a lady that picks up her son, who was in my son's class, who was missing a leg. I believe she was in the military or whatever, right? So, baby mom sits in the spot, and she's sitting there, and the lady pulls up behind her, and she was like, "Excuse me, are you handicapped?" And she was like, "No." "Well, I am." And I looked through the rearview mirror, and I was like, "Oh, that's the lady without the leg." So the lady couldn't hear me, but I'm talking directly to her, and I'm like, "Oh, you're sick. You're fucking sick. How are you gonna park in her spot? You know she can't walk to the door. Wow. You're fucking sick." I just kept saying that, right? So then the lady pulls up next to me, like after she pulls out. And she pulled next to me. She gave me an aggressive hi, but not like a mean hi, but just like hi, because she heard the way she responded. Because what she said was, "I'm not handicapped, but we're exchanging custody right now," but in a very nasty voice. And she's like almost to where she knew the type of ish I go through on a daily basis. So and she waved at me. I waved at her back, and As I pulled off, she was like, "Oh, you have a blessed day," smiling and laughing. I died. You know, I thought that was the funniest thing in the world because she knew, you can tell the way that my baby mom responded. A lot of disrespect because she's disrespectful.
She knew it wasn't you.
Yeah, she knew it wasn't me. She knew
you weren't the problem.
Yeah, I was a good guy. And you know, it's crazy. It's like, I always pick up my son from school, so all the parents always see me, and they rarely see her. So it gave me the one up.
She's seen you before.
Yeah, she didn't know her. She gave me the one up in the community. Like, this is a good nigga. Yeah, I mean,
I know this guy. I don't know you.
I don't know who you are. Yeah, I mean, and then she responded negatively, and I thought that was hilarious to the point where I called her. I texted her and said, "You're sick," and I called her again to laugh at her, just to tell her that the lady told me to have a blessed day. You know, that was definitely a good day. You know, that's why it's definitely interesting dealing with that woman because she can be a bitch. You know, that's why we don't talk. And I think that's another thing people have to realize too. You don't have to really have one. If all you have a conversation about your kids, life is good. They always talk about your kids. If you don't have to talk about nothing else but your children. You know, especially when you have them. That's the only way to get through all the negative ish. But that was really my week. My week was slow, boring, same old shit, working and then done. That's about it. We got a game tomorrow. You know, for those who don't know, I now am on the staff because I guess the last time you guys saw us, I wasn't on the staff.
I put a few videos up of our Lancaster County Cyclones having home games. Probably put one up.
What was it last?
In the morning.
In the morning, yeah. Okay.
I'll probably put up in the morning because we do have a game at home.
Yeah. Is that
at 1 o'clock?
What is that? I don't remember the address. It's
something Weaver Road.
Yeah, off of Liz Pike. Not really sure the address. Obviously, stay tuned to the social media. If you guys haven't already, follow us once again on our Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is the Problematic Podcast. The Instagram is prob_matic3, and our YouTube, which is the Problematic Podcast, and also SoundCloud, which is the Problematic Podcast. One of the few.
Yeah, man. It's been a while. We still want to shout out the local businesses. You know, they're still out there doing their thing, and we're still supporting them. You guys should all support them too. Number one, I want to shout out Junior's Auto Spa LLC. Like I've been saying in past episodes, the weather's getting getting real nice now.
Woo.
After all this rain, of course, I feel like we got flooded on them. But go get them cars detailed, man. He's got anything from a simple detail to just a heavy detail, outside, inside, wheels. I mean, any detail that you can think of in your car. This guy's thorough and he's legit. We also got Serrano Services from our friend Ray Serrano, the fixer-upper. Need something done in your house, you need something fixed, you need something built, you hit him up.
Yeah, definitely.
He's on Facebook. They're both on Facebook.
And he's also on Instagram as well, so you can reach out to him on multiple platforms. This one's special. This one is special.
This one is special.
Yeah.
We got a new one. Close friend of ours.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law. His name is Rich Rodriguez. He's on Facebook, Instagram. Started a clothing line. It's called Tropic Fit. It's the next hottest thing out here. I mean,
definitely is. Besides that Problematic merch, which is coming too.
Tropic Fit Apparel. You can go to Instagram at Tropic Fit Apparel. It's got a website where you can order things off of his website and Instagram. www.tropicfitapparel.com. Go check it out. It ain't just one of these little, some guy finds a logo and you throw it on a shirt. All right, this is a brand.
It's a brand.
This guy's got different designs. This guy's got, it's not just any color shirt or hoodie and you just throw the name on it.
What I find unique about it is like everything he has a story behind it.
This guy's putting his heart into this. So it's real. Like I said, it ain't just make a logo, throw it on a shirt, different color shirts, hoodies, whatever. You know what I mean? There's plenty of guys out here that are making clothes that just throw the name on a piece of clothing.
Yeah.
That's cool and all, but when you got somebody putting, you know, their heart and is passionate about it, just means a little bit more. And that's coming from obviously us that are closer.
Yeah.
I mean, but for you strangers out there, go visit the website, go visit the Instagram page, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
And you know, I'm gonna
Good vibes everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And I'm gonna jump on sidebar on that one. If you're still hesitant about buying something from someone you don't know yet, we're gonna have Rich on the show on these episodes.
He'll be on here. You'll see him.
And you'll definitely hear the story.
I got shirts. I got plenty of shirts. I'll be rocking them probably next episode.
What I find is interesting, you'll hear his story, stuff like that, you know. And like he said, it is his brother-in-law, but you know, it's one of those. He's part of the family. Even though he's Tropic Fit, he's always part of the Problematic family. So it's just like support, and support local businesses always, man. You know. And we want to thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for continuing to follow us and share us, because these memes will continue to come.
Yeah, man.
This is what we do. You know what I mean? We're going to take over the game. We're going to change, because the end game is a TV show that we want everyone on. You know what I mean? It's for the family. You know. So please
stay tuned. Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna keep giving y'all content, whether it's memes, clips, full episodes. I mean,
or random.
We've been dying for this.
Yes.
We've been dying for this.
Yes. Or random stupid shit that I just literally come up with just to piss this man off. I enjoy doing it, yo.
And don't get me wrong, we've had it where we've had days where we're like, yo, we're gonna record this time. We're gonna record this time. You know what I mean? It's not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
We've had, you know, the past 2 weeks we wanted to record and just, you know, life got in the way where it's like, damn, you know what, I ain't gonna be able to have time.
Yeah.
I can't do it, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But this is part of the problematic way. We got our struggles.
Yeah, man.
We're just like y'all, you know what I mean? We're no different. We're human. And we just make it happen when we can make it happen. As long as you keep trying to make it happen,
Yes, it will happen.
you're gonna get there.
Yeah, man. Hey, like always, thanks for listening. We are the Problematic Podcast.
Peace.
You are now listening. Let's go.
Right now, you're listening to
The Problematic Podcast.